So hello students, welcome to mathematics class. So as we have discussed in our previous class about lines and angles, and we have started exercise 2 4.2, okay, isn't it? So we have started and we have completed up to 5 problems, okay. So today we are going to discuss question number 6. Okay, question number 5 we have discussed in our previous class. So today, we are now in this class we are going to discuss about question number 6, which is very easy. Okay, but you have to understand it in a proper way. Okay, this whole thing is depending upon the variables. Okay, so let me tell you what is the question. Okay, so here first I will draw the diagram. So here I have a line AB. Here I have a line AB. From there I have from a point on a AB which is at O, I have two rays which is going to C, and other one is passing through. As he didn't give any variable here, so I am taking this as D. So he had given the angles as BOC as he had given as X, and here this angle AOC as Y, and AOD is taken as Z, and here BOD is taken as W. Okay, so these angles he had given the question. So now what we need to do? Again, what he said in the given figure, if he mentioned, okay, he had given in the question, okay, given if X plus Y is equals to W plus Z. So he had given in the question already X plus Y value is equals to W plus Z value. Then prove that AOB is a straight line. What we need to do? We need to prove AOB these as a straight line. Till now what we did, okay, what we need to do? We need to prove. So first of all we will write all the things what he had given, okay. So BOC he had given as BOC, angle BOC is given as X, angle AOC is given as Y, angle AOD is given as Z, and angle BOD is given as W. Okay, what we need to do? We need to prove. We need to what? Show or prove? Prove. We need to prove that AOB is straight line. Okay, so listen carefully. So till now what we did, till now he had given in the question as some so and so line is a straight line, then find the value of variables or the angles which he had given in the question. Okay, but now he had given angles and also a line. In this, through the angles we need to show the line is a straight. Directly we can, by seeing we can say that AOB is a straight line, but we want to prove. Now tell me, when we can say that a line is a straight? Whenever the angle at a point, okay, the angle at a point will be 180 degree, isn't it? We have discussed about it. Perpendicular line angle will be 90 degree. What about straight line angle? The straight line angle is 180 degree, isn't it? 180 degree. It means that we need to show this angle from A to O to B, upper and below, is 180, isn't it? In previous problems we have discussed, we have known, he had given that they are the straight lines. You just calculate the values of variables. But in this question he had given variables and also he had given a line. But what we need to do? We need to prove that line as a straight line when these variables are equal, that is x plus y is equals to w plus z. You can see here this whole value, the addition of x plus y is equals to the addition of w plus z. Okay, this will be 180 degree. So for straight line we need to prove that this total angle is 180 degree. Similarly below also the total angle is 180 degree. So for proving that we need to take complete angle, isn't it? Here we need to take complete angle. Why here we are having completely 4 variables, 4 angles which are forming a complete circle, isn't it? Complete circle. So for complete angle here we have to take complete angle. Why we are taking complete angle? Why? Because these 4 angles are forming a complete circle, isn't it? Complete angle. So from complete angle what do we know? From complete angle what do we know? We know that all the angles, the value of all the angles is equals to 360 degree, isn't it? So angle, first we will start BOC plus angle AOC plus angle AOD plus angle BOD is equals to 360 degree. From complete angle, on adding all these angles we will be getting 360 degree, isn't it? Now what is BOC? BOC is represented as X plus AOC is represented as Y plus AOD is represented as Z plus BOD is represented as W is equals to 360 degree. Now what we need to do? Now again coming to question, here we have solved. Here these all the angles addition, the sum of these all the angles will be 360 degree. Why? Because it is forming a complete angle. So till here we have got. Now what we have to do next? We don't know the value of x, we don't know the value of y, z, w, these all the values we don't know, isn't it? But so something will be there, isn't it? Now let us again come to the question. If you can see in the question, he had given in the place of x plus y, the value of x plus y is equals to w plus z. It means that x plus y value and w plus z value, these both the values are same, that is equal, isn't it? X plus y value, the sum of x and y angle is equals to w and z, sum of w and z. So these both the values are same. So can I write in the place of x plus y, can I write w plus z? Why? As he had given in the question, isn't it? In the place of x plus y here I am writing w plus z. So from above we have x plus y value as w plus z value, isn't it? So in this place I am substituting w plus z. So what I will get? In the place of x plus y I am substituting w plus z. So w plus z plus here continuing the same z plus w is equals to 360 degree. Am I right? Now you can see like terms, you can add w plus w, 2w, z plus z, 2z is equals to 360 degree, isn't it? Now I am taken 2 as common outside. I am taking 2 as common outside. So what is the remaining? W plus z is equals to 360 degree. For these variables, so 2 is multiplying. So we have to divide 2 on both sides. Divide 2 on both the sides, isn't it? So I am dividing it 2 into W plus Z is equals to 360 degree divided by 2 divided by 2. 2 by 2 will be 1, isn't it? 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, I'm writing here. Okay, 2 by 2 is 1. Similarly, 360 divided by 2 will be 180 degrees. So what we will get? W plus Z is equals to 180 degree. You can see here 360 divided by 2 will be getting again 180, isn't it? So you can see 2 ones are 2, I will be getting remainder 1, 2 eights are 16, 0, 2 zeros are 0, isn't it? So I will be getting 180. Have you got straight line angle or not? 180 represents straight line angle, isn't it? Yes. So again you can see the value of W plus Z is equals to X plus Y. It means that since W plus Z is 180 degree, the value of W plus Z is 180, it means that X plus Y is also 180 na? Why? These both are equal. So therefore X plus Y is also equals to 180 degree. You can see here X plus Y, this total angle is 180 degree we have got, and similarly W plus Z, again we have got 180 degree, isn't it? If we have the angle as 180 degree, so since it is called as a straight line angle, so it means that AOB is a straight line, isn't it? So this is the thing. So therefore, okay, since angle AOB is equals to 180 degree, angle AOB is equals to 180 degree, as the angle is 180 degree, therefore what? AOB is a straight line. AOB is a straight line, isn't it? So till before, in these previous problems we have just discussed about the variables when he had given the straight line, but this problem is little bit different from others. Okay, in these problems through the variables we have proved the line is straight, that is we have got the angle 180 degree, as the angle is 180 degree is a straight line angle, therefore AOB is a straight line. So this is how you have to solve such type of problems. Okay, hope you all understood. Okay, so now, so up to 6th problem we have completed, more 2 problems we have, you just try. Okay, these are basically same problems. Okay, you just try in your home. Okay, do that as homework. Okay, and now we will be starting next example, further examples and further exercises. Okay. Hope you all understood about this. Okay, so let me see once in the textbook what you have next. So in the next question, okay, let us check whether we have examples after this exercise, yes or no. So here more 2 problems are there. These are basically same problems depending upon one another. So please try in your home. Now in this class, let us discuss about some angles. Okay, let us discuss about some angles. Okay, transversal. In this thing, we are going to discuss about the transversal. Okay, transversal. Hope you all know about the transversal, isn't it? You have already discussed it in your 8th class. Okay, let me tell you. So if we have 2 parallel lines, we have discussed about it now. non-intersecting lines, parallel lines, the distance between each and every point of these lines is equal. They don't meet at any common point. Okay, so if we are having two parallel lines, here we are having two parallel lines, let the lines be L and M, let the lines be L and M. So if one line is passing these two parallel lines, so what do we call such type of line? Okay, so let this line be X. Okay, so what do I call this line? This line is called as transversal. Do you know or not? You have already discussed in 8th class, isn't it? So we are just going to recapture what you have did in your last previous classes, isn't it? So the line, okay, any line, a line which cuts two parallel lines, a line which cuts two parallel lines at unique points is called as transversal line. Okay, what I said, a line which cuts two parallel lines at one common point, at a common points. Okay, it is cutting two parallel lines at the unique points. These are the unique points. Okay, unique points. Okay, a line which touches the two parallel lines at unique points is called as a transversal, or you can say a line which cuts two parallel lines at one point is called as transversal. Hope you all understood what is a transversal. If we have two parallel lines, the two parallel lines are being cutted by one other line. Okay, it may be one line or two lines or three lines, anything else. If there are two parallel lines, any line, any other line is cutting both the lines, then it is called as transversal. If I take one more line from here to here, so here we are having two transversals. These both are parallel. For these both parallel lines, these two lines are cutting. Okay, they are touching these two parallel lines at one point. Because of that reason, these both the lines are called as transversals. Okay, hope you all understood about the transversal. Okay, now coming to the angles made by the transversal to the parallel lines. Can you tell me what is the total angle? Straight line angle 180 degree. It is 180 degree. And what about bottom? Straight line angle 180 degree. Similarly, here also we are having 180 degree. Similarly, here also we are having 180 degree, isn't it? Straight line angles are 180 degree. You can see these both the angles are equal, isn't it? So let me write. Okay, let me write so that you can understand it clearly. You can see here, you have already discussed about vertically opposite angles. If I take this angle as 1, if I take that angle as 1, if I remove this, if I see here, if I keep mirror here, this angle and this angle are both equal, isn't it? Yes. Okay, this angle is 1, this will be also 1, isn't it? If this angle is 1, this is also 1. Now, if this angle is 2, then the vertical opposite angle is also 2. Am I right or wrong? This is 1, the vertically opposite angle is also 1. If this is 2, the vertically opposite angle is also 2. Okay, now coming to comparison of this one. Okay, you can see here, this is 1, this is also 1. If this is 1, here it will be also 1. These are called as corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, the names which you have discussed in your previous classes, isn't it? This line cuts two parallel lines at equal angles. It means that the angle between these two parts is equal. Similarly, the angle between these two parts is equal. Okay, why? These both the parallel lines form 180 degree. For these parallel lines, only one transversal line is cutting. Okay, as this one transversal line cutting, therefore the angles will be, corresponding angles will be equal. They will be same. So if this is 1, adjacent, this angle is also 1. Now if this is 1, here vertically opposite angle is also 1. Here it is 2, then opposite angle it will be also 2, and vertically opposite angle is also 2, isn't it? Okay, if I take other numbers, behalf of 1, 2, 3, if I take all the numbers, here totally we are getting 8 angles. 1 if I take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I take like this, so what you can say? You can say that angle 1 is equals to angle 3, angle 1 is equals to angle 3, this angle 3 value is equals to angle 5, this angle 5 value is equals to angle 7. Similarly, angle 2 value is equals to angle 4, angle 4, angle 4 is equals to angle 6, is equals to angle 6, and similarly this angle 6 value is equals to angle 6 value is equals to angle 8. If you add this whole, you will be getting again 360 degree. Okay, this thing what I want to discuss with you. Okay, these all the angles, these are called vertically opposite angles. Okay, these are adjacent angles. Okay, corresponding angles. Here we will be having different kinds of angles. Okay, these are called adjacent angles, like that, isn't it? So now, so based upon that such names, what names we have discussed in our previous class? Vertically opposite angles, adjacent angles, corresponding angles, isn't it? Alternate exterior angles, alternate interior angles, alternate, isn't it? This is one line, these both are equal. So angle 3 equals to angle 5. Why? They are lying interior, inner side, they are lying inner side, and they both are alternate to each other, isn't it? So these are alternate interior angles. Angle 3, angle 5, angle 4, angle 6. 3 is equals to 5, 4 is equals to 6. Why? Why? Because alternate interior angles are equal. Similarly, if I take outside angles, 1, this is 1, this is also 1, this is also 1, indirectly I am telling this angle and this angle are equal. Angle 1 equals to angle 7. Similarly, angle 2 is equals to angle 8. Why? Why? Because they are alternate exterior angles. Okay, this how we will name that such type of angles as interior, exterior, alternate interior, alternate exterior, adjacent, corresponding, okay, vertically opposite, like that we will be calling that. And similarly, you can see here 4, 5, angle 4 and angle 5. What is the relation between angle 4 and angle 5? If this is 4, this is also 4, then again it become straight line, isn't it? So it becomes straight line or not? What is a straight line angle? 180 degrees. So similarly, whenever you add these adjacent angles, corresponding angles, okay, the angles which are lying interiorly or exteriorly at one side, if you add these both the angles, you will be getting 180 degrees. Similarly, if you add these both angles, 180 degree, isn't it? If you add similarly as exterior corresponding angles, so it will be 180 degrees. Similarly, if you add exterior corresponding angles, again you will be getting 180 degree. So these how these small basic topics you have already discussed in your 8th class. Okay, I think you have all remembered that. Okay, recaptured that within a fraction of second, isn't it? Okay, I know you all very well known about it. I was just remembering you what you have learned in your previous classes. So let us do some examples. Let us do some examples so that you can get it very clearly. Okay, now if I take here L, M, X. So you can say X is a transversal of L and M, isn't it? L, M are parallel, X is a transversal to this both. If I take here as 4x, and if I take here as 36, can you tell me the value of X? Yes or no? Yes, absolutely. How? By using alternate exterior angles. Here these angles are called alternate exterior angles. Am I right? See here, if this is 4x, this is also 4x. vertically opposite. Alternate interior, if this is 4x, opposite to this is also 4x. If this is 4x, then vertically opposite angle, this is also 4x. It means that the value of this both is equal. 4x is equals to 36. This value is equals to 4x. 4x is value, again these values are equal. Again these vertically opposite angles are equal. 4x is equals to 36. So x is equals to 36 divided by 4. Let me divide. Okay, to remove this, as it is multiplying, I have to divide it by 4. 4 ones are cancelled, 4 ones are, 4 nines are 36. So x is equals to, I have got 9. Isn't it? X value have got as 9. Behalf of taking 36 here. Okay, and one more thing, let me tell you one more thing. I can't take the values depending upon my own. Till now, in such problem, what I did, you can see here. Okay, from here, if this is perpendicular, it is 90 degree. Then how I can take this as 36 degree? It is highly impossible, isn't it? If I am taking on my own also, I can't take as if I want, I can't take the values. Okay, depending upon the situation, I have to take. Okay, I can't take this as 36. Why? Because if I take perpendicular angle, till here it will be 90 degree. Then how this much angle becomes 36 degree? So based upon the question I have to take. If I am assuming any question, I have to assume that, okay, depending upon the proper solution of that, isn't it? Variable I can take, 4x, I am taking 4x, I can take. But between these, exact value, I can't take it. From here it is 90 degree. If I am writing 120 degree, then it is okay. Why? Because it is more than 90, approximately I can take 120 degree. If I am taking on my own question also, I have to remember that it should be possible for that condition. Okay, you always remember that point. So I can't take 36 here. I have to take 120. So 120 by 4. 4 ones are, 4 ones are, 4 threes are 12, and here it will become 0. So 30. So here, if you multiply, you will be getting same answer. 30 into 4, 120. These both are equal. My assumption also should be correct. It should satisfy the condition. Now, if I take, behalf of taking here 120, if I take here 120, is it possible? No, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? The perpendicular is here. The total angle from here to perpendicular is 90 degree. Then how it is possible to take 120 degree between this? It is an acute angle, isn't it? It is less than 90 degree. It is an acute angle. Then how I can take 120 degree? It is highly impossible, isn't it? If I am taking 60 degree, it is possible. Okay, why? 120 minus 60 is 1. Okay, so like that you have to remember when you are forming the question. Okay, so in our next class we will be discussing few more problems, and we will be starting the exercise based upon these transversal and parallel lines. Okay, so then thank you.